All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing today. All right, we're back. We're bringing another analysis video. We're back in Canada. Happy to be back. Feels good to be back. It feels good to be back talking to you guys. So in this little one, we're going to go through the charts, quickly scan it, and then there's some good ones on the radar, but we're just going to quickly scan it. There's some interesting setups on the pound. We'll do a trade review and we'll talk about that. All right, we'll try to keep it under 10 minutes if we can, but besides that, let's get this going, and I hope you enjoyed the last tips video I uploaded talking about confirmation setups and set and forget. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check it out. It was the last video I just uploaded. But besides that, let's get this thing going. All right, Euro USD. I have already drawn out all my charts, so this is what my charts look like, but we're going to keep it and we'll talk about it. Euro USD, really don't see anything interesting right now. We've broken that low. We were watching this demand zone. I guess last time I talked about all these charts was what, like a solid week ago. It was a nice week off. It's always good to take a week off. Everybody needs to take a week off. Anyways, it's the middle of summer. All right. So we were talking about this demand zone. This would be the next fresh one, and we had that one as the next supply fresh. It's still true, as in that's the next supply, but this one has now been broken. I was wondering if it might be a little fake out and then come rally back up. I'm not the biggest fan of this supply up here yet. I'm not trading the EU right now. Just I think there's better opportunities elsewhere. If I did want to be trading this, I would want to see this low. So we go to the 4 hour. You can see it's really just doing nothing right now. I would want to see this low being taken out before I start getting short again. So right now, it's really off the table. I'm not really looking at it. You're going to hear from me when it's probably back on the table. But let's just keep going. I think the opportunities are on pound US dollar right now. Because if we look at pound US dollar, we're sitting in this daily. It got absolutely pounded over the last 3 days. Dropped completely. Lots of tweets from the UK Prime Minister. And if you go down to the daily chart, this is why I like these levels. We're sitting in a nice daily drop-based rally demand, big move out, started this big move. And then you also have another drop-based rally demand fresh right here down below it. So what price is right down here, it's at near the extreme of this demand zone, but even if it breaks, it's sitting in another very nice demand zone. So I'm very bullish right now, the pound. If we look at the pound futures market, we're sitting in that daily market, or daily demand, weekly demand, all right here. You could stretch it like that. Stretch it like that, and then look at the weekly chart. Like that's the weekly chart, and here is that weekly demand zone. So it's came straight into it, which is nice. Just kind of waiting for prices to start turning, like I talked about in the other video about how we want to see prices starting to turn, and I would want to see a big move up first before I start looking for buys. But definitely in this location, I'm bullish the pound right now. Even on the pound US dollar, I know I'm going a little quick. It's sitting in monthly chart too, so just it's on my radar. This definitely is on my radar. Might be later today, might be later tomorrow, throughout the week. Who knows? I'm gonna keep an eye on it. USD yen. Oh, looks like we're just scanning through everything right now. USD yen, we're sitting in that rally-based drop supply. I tweeted it yesterday talking about how price is in that, how I was watching this because it's in a nice rally-based drop supply zone right here, right? It's a supply zone, rally-based drop. Remove this demand down here, broke momentum line. If we had a momentum line going like that, something like that, broke it, we know there's a large chunk of sellers up there. So we're getting that sell-off right now. And this is the next demand and demand down here. USD Swiss, same thing. I guess I tweeted about this too earlier. Sitting in this rally-based drop supply, you can see how it's starting to slow down, and sellers are trying to take control, and we have demand down here. It's very clean, clear, clear charts. It's nothing too confusing. Like if we go down to, look at this. Like, okay, this is USD Swiss. If we look at this, we're clearly sitting in supply right now. We have a nice level on top of level right here, demand. But if we go to like, let's say Euro Yen, like what the hell are you supposed to look at? Like this is nothing. The next selling might be up here, which is not even that good. I would not want to be buying down here. There's no clear levels. This is not really supply. This is all retest of here. We go Aussie yen. Like, do you really see anything here? Like nothing. There's nothing here. So that's why if there is nothing, I'm just skipping it. Dixie, US dollar. It's been on an absolute tear lately. US dollar, I'm watching this supply up here. Let's see this. If we scroll all the way out. Yeah, so that's the daily, weekly supply that I'm watching on the US dollar. So if it gets up there, it's a good area for shorts. It'd be nice if we could get a correlation trade going. Same thing on the weekly chart. You'd actually technically be in it right now if you actually wanted to go like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. It'd be actually in it, but based on the daily time frame, that's where the orders are sitting. And it looks like we broke that demand, that's previous supply now, so I should get rid of that soon. All right, so if we see the euro pound, we are sitting in that. Oh yeah, this is where it exhausted, blew up. So we went into this daily supply. This is where I got short too. I'll give a quick review of it. We're sitting in this weekly supply. I told you guys I was always looking for this supply zone right here, waiting for that big move down. And that's exactly what we did on that. We got that big move down here on the daily time frame. Looking to take that short up in there, so I tried to take it on the 4 hour. I tried getting in this, so I did get in that. And it stopped me out. I think there were some tweets about UK Prime Minister or something, but it's all good at Applewoods, baby. But now, even with now, right now, it's at a beautiful zone. It's a 6-to-1 short right now, and these guys just probably all got margin. There's a daily plus sentiment that I talk about, I think, in one of my other videos, or I tweeted maybe. Well, let's see. If we go to the plus daily FX, this basically just tells you where all the retail traders are sitting. That's what I use it for. We're going to scroll down to euro pound. So euro pound, this is the chart. Every time, I'm not going to get too much into detail. Euro pound retail traders show 14.7% of traders are net long. Only 14% of the retail traders are actually net long, and it's basically a 6-to-1 net short. So they've been short, and the retail traders have been short this entire rally, and only 15% of them have been long. So like 85% have been short this entire time at a 6-to-1. There's no way that they're going to allow this thing go all the way down with their short positions on. So once the retail starts buying, that's when this thing's going to fall. And now that we are sitting in this, now we just got that big ass rally. There's probably a lot of stops, margin calls happening. People are going to try buying these pullbacks now because they're going to FOMO out, thinking it's going to keep going up. What is it doing? It's sitting in this beautiful supply zone weekly supply here. You're going to have a lot of support and resistance traders trying to get short. They're getting stopped out. This could be a monster trade that I'm watching. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If I want to be getting short, I want to see this thing falling though. See how we have this demand in the way? I want to see that getting taken out. Let's see if there's anything else quickly. Euro Aussie looks like it's sitting in this nice daily supply right now. Let's see if there is anything. There's not a. Is there? Yeah, there's some nice levels at the extreme there, but definitely with price at this level, I'd like to take shorts at. It's at a nice rally-based drop supply. And that's it. Everything else is just kind of poop right now. See, it's going sideways. Before I start getting Aussie New Zealand short, I want to see this low getting taken out. Just telling me that I get this low taken out. I remember somebody asked me, says, are you getting short yet? And I said no, because this demand zone right here, this is what the chart was like. It was like this. And he asked me, hey man, like I'm going to be getting short, and I said, well, I'm not going to be getting short yet because this 4-hour demand zone is a very nice 4-hour demand zone. And so I want to get short is once price breaks that 4-hour demand and then price continues on going lower. Because with this 4-hour demand, let's just go live time now. This was like momentum I'd put it at, something like that. We had this big strong rally, removed all the supply, broke momentum, so that told me that there was probably a big stack of buy orders somewhere in here. Well, obviously in there. Right? You can see it rallied up all the way, and I said, well, this would be an interesting area to short if we break that low again, telling us that sellers are taking control. So right now it's off the watch list until we break that low. It's the same thing with that EU trade that I talked about. But that's it. We're just gonna keep it short. All right. Besides that, guys, we're gonna let you go with that. All right. That's it. Let's just keep it simple. Trade safe, my amigos. We're back. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I don't know. All right. Cheers. Bye bye.